Gooning in a public server. No way, no way.
Every day gotta thank God, baby, can't you see that nigga blessing us?
YouTube, we back with another video, man. Today we got the public gooning epidemic. We want to get straight into this video. Before we do, get you some snacks, get you some drinks, get comfortable. 3, 2, 1.
Fucking nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her, y'all. He nutted on her leg and ran off, bro. We gotta replay that. Like, bro, look at him, bro. They in a Family Dollar. Like, bro, he's going to hell, bro. I don't care what you say.
Fucking nutted on my fucking leg!
And he's out of there.
Go to hell, bitch!
Running.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. That poor girl. Poor girl, bro. That's nasty, bro.
Philadelphia man surrenders after allegedly ejaculating on woman's leg. Bro,
Wow.
You cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this up. Oh my God. Philadelphia authorities have identified and apprehended Gary A. Miles, 35, of Southwest Philly in connection with an indecent assault that occurred at a Dollar Tree store. Local rapper Meek Mill contributed to the search effort by offering a $2,000 reward for information leading to Miles' whereabouts. His involvement highlighted the community's collective effort to address the incident swiftly. You know,
it's like, okay.
You messed up if you even got the rappers putting money on your head. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, what devil, what demonic energy makes somebody do something like this? You feel me? Like, in public, like, you feel me? I would be in prison for real, bro. I'm telling you, bro, I would have pulled out the blick, popped that nigga right there on sight.
And whatever's left of our collective dignity,
immediately.
Come here. We need to talk, because apparently being freaky in public is a trend now. We got people clapping cheeks in grocery store aisles, and I don't know if this is a result of some sort of weird fetish, but it's been pretty common for these spicy content creators to make content in public locations. For example,
this is weird, bro. This is weird, y'all. This is weird activity, bro. There's kids in this store.
Like grocery stores.
When y'all both
and the thing is, these videos will start all normal, and then all of a sudden you'll see some of the worst acting you've ever seen. Like, I know they're trying to sell some sort of like sex appeal or, you know, target the gooners, but it really ends up coming off as satire more than anything else. And besides the weird grocery store behavior, we got people gooning in restaurant drive-thrus.
Y'all remember this?
Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable.
Wow.
Unacceptable.
Wow, bro.
Call 911.
This nigga's in a Dodge Charger doing this, bro. Call 911. So basically, I seen this on Twitter, bro. He pulled up to the drive-thru with no pants on, and he was doing this, chat. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. This is crazy, bro.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call
Unacceptable,
911.
bro.
And I'm sure you might know who that is. That's Nautica Malone. I've talked about him on my channel before. He's basically viewed as like the progenitor of the public gooning movement. Yes,
he killed himself, bro. And look, bro, so this is after he passed away, chat. He took his own life, bro, because you know, the video went viral, bro, and he couldn't live with, you know, going through a drive-through gooning, bro. He couldn't, you feel me, his family, his kids, his wife, bro. You know, his mom found out and all that, bro. And people gonna gather, like, y'all see, it's not my people, y'all. These Caucasian people gonna gather together and talk about some goon in peace. Like, what is this earth coming to, bro? This is weird, bro. What are we doing? This is what y'all doing with y'all time on this earth, bro? Right?
Our Nautica.
Oh my God.
Tempe, Arizona.
We don't claim him, bro. Sick.
On earth as it is in church.
It's not funny like that.
Although it is sad, the gist of the
Amen is crazy. Thank you for the
story
follow.
is that dude basically unalived himself after he was caught on camera masturbating at the drive-thru. And the third category might just be the worst by far, because not only do they goon in public, they take it upon themselves to take that extra step to make sure that it's a public location where kids are present. Ladies and gentlemen, meet NYC's blanket couple. So this freaked out couple obviously couldn't show enough restraint to wait till they got home. So this is what they did. Trying to enjoy a beautiful Sunday afternoon in NYC. Wow.
Oh my God.
What do we have here? In the middle of the park. The kids literally roaming around, didn't even bother to find.
That is sick, bro. Lock them up immediately. Everybody doesn't need freedom, bro. People like these do not need no freedom, bro. This is like, bro, look at the adults right here, bro. Look at the bird, bro. I feel bad for the bird. They in the coverage really getting it on, bro.
In NYC.
Registered
Wow, look at this park. What do we have here?
Look at that kid on the scooter, bro.
The kids literally roaming around, didn't even bother to find somewhere that was more discreet. In a park, there's usually places where not a lot of people pass by. No, they said, no, we're gonna do it smack dab in the middle of the park where everyone is passing by, where kids are passing by, and who cares who sees?
That's
crazy.
Know,
maybe they thought that blanket was like the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. Brief intermission, make sure you guys subscribe 1,000 members and minded their business. Description. Appreciate y'all for watching. And I'm sorry, the fact that people just kept watching and minded their business kind of bothers me. I'm the type of person, I probably would have went and like splashed them with water. Because why are you scarring these little kids? Sometimes I wonder, where are those Karens when you really need them? Because this will be the perfect time to make a scene, to really cause an issue. Now, there isn't a national database that keeps track of gooning and, you know, all the public indecency cases, at least that I know of. But if we examine big cities like New York, we see that there's been reports of an increase in public masturbation. According to NYPD data cited by the New York Post, there was a 51% surge in such complaints through June 30th.
There was a 51% surge, bro. They had to use the word surge in such complaints, bro, through June 30th, bro. Bro, this is demonic, chat. This is the devil's work, bro. That's literally all this is, bro. That's all this is. It's lustful, bro. It's lust. It's all that, bro. Be careful, y'all boys. Guard y'all. Protect y'all souls, bro. This shit is wicked, bro.
Compared to the same period in 2023. Additionally, the number of criminal summonses issued for public exposure of genitals increased by a staggering 396% in the same time frame. That's an almost 400% increase. In cities like Chicago and other areas within the Cook County, facilities operated by the Cook County Sheriff's Office have seen a dramatic increase in incidents involving inmates masturbating and holding areas, causing distress and harassment. Especially for female lawyers representing clients in those areas. And there have been multiple articles that talk about this issue. Public defenders pushed to breaking point by masturbating inmates.
Pushed to breaking point?
How often is this stuff happening? Masturbation epidemic in Cook County court lockups raises questions about jail conditions, county budget, defendant rights. In Atlanta, we got a man who's been continuously arrested for indecent exposure.
Island right by Ponce de Leon. I spoke with a man who lives right over here in these condos. He says he walks out the door and right where I'm standing on this sidewalk, he sees a man exposing himself, touching himself. He's called the police. The man gets arrested and then ends up right back here doing the same thing.
Bro, what's his problem? What's his problem, Che? He ends up in the same place. Come on, bro. What's wrong with him?
Dude literally respawns, bro. That's insane.
Respawns.
I was in total shock. Like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing right now?
For 3 years, David Robertson has been dealing with this when he walks outside of his Virginia Highland condo.
You know, back in the day, public indecency was that one weird guy in a trench.
And bro, he's laying on the street, bro, jacking this shit. Like, dog. This, you gotta be like, bro, imagine being in this guy's position, bro. Be blessed that you in your shoes, bro, and your brain not fucked up to where you laying on the curb outside, just straight up in public on the sidewalk, just beating your shit. Bro, oh my God.
Virginia Highland condo.
You know, back in the day, public indecency was that one weird guy in a trench coat. You knew him, you avoided eye contact with him. And oh yeah, depending on where you grew up, there was also the homeless person who wasn't all the way there and would sometimes walk around completely naked. I think as a child, that's like the worst public indecency ever got. And of course, there was that one time period when people were debating whether or not mothers could breastfeed their babies in public, but that's a completely different topic. But see,
I'm not
we
mad
went
at
from
that.
that public indecency.
I'm not mad at breastfeeding your baby in public. That's like, you feel me? As long as you got it, you feel me? If he gotta eat, he gotta eat. I'm not. As long as you feel me, you just feeding your kid. There's nothing wrong with that.
To now having couples, TikTokers, spicy content creators, all contributing to the public indecency problem. We're seeing a shift from accidental nudity to scheduled programming. And a lot of this, believe it or not, goes back to pornography. Every day, the internet vomits out more explicit content than our ancestors saw in their whole lifetime. And everyone from young kids to senior citizens are all consuming this content. And senior citizens might be the worst when it comes to public indecency. There There have been a multitude of times where I've caught senior citizens watching spicy content either at like a public library or just somewhere in public thinking that nobody notices. There's literally a bunch of proof online. People,
bro, chat. I remember I was on the bus, bro. I remember I was on the bus. I was at the end of the bus, right? And some dude, he was sitting in front of me, bro, and he just scrolling through Pornhub, right? He just scrolling through that mud like his Instagram or TikTok. And I'm like, I was like, bro, we on the bus. I'm over here trying to ring the yellow line and shit. Bro, this word is sick. It's sick, bro. Like, overly freaked out is not even the word to describe it, bro.
people catch them all the time.
Maria, next time you open your big stinking mouth, pal, I will write you up and send you to the office for coming into my room without permission. Is that clear?
Damn. Damn.
What I watch as an adult is my choice. You, as a child, wait in the hall until you're invited into my room. Is that?
Wow. So he got, and this is a teacher, y'all. He got caught watching porn in a school, and now he trying to discipline the kid, nigga.
Clear.
Or maybe instead of trying to blame it on them being a child and you being an adult, maybe don't watch that on a school campus. And the public indecency / gooning problem is even affecting police officers on the job.
In Lake County, a case of distracted driving cost a deputy his job, but a sheriff's office investigation found he wasn't texting before slamming his car into a woman's car.
He was looking at porn. West 2's Justin Schecker got a copy of the internal affairs report and the body camera video from the crash.
The Lake County Sheriff's
a sheriff deputy crashed looking at corn, bro. Sir, drive the car.
Office Internal Affairs investigation found that former deputy Tristan McComber was looking at something not safe for work before this happened.
I'm sorry, you gotta be really lost in the deep end if you're watching porn while driving.
35, his body-worn camera captured the steering wheel airbag deploying.
That's what he get. That's what he gets, stupid man.
After his department-issued cruiser crashed into the back of another car.
Look at him. Pick up your phone, bro.
The video shows Deputy McComber tossing a cell phone onto the seat and then picking it up before he goes to check on the other driver.
Facts, Tiffany.
Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
It's okay.
Okay.
You good?
You know your brakes did not lock up, bro.
I was like, oh my goodness, wait. Yeah, I'm okay.
According to the new Internal Affairs report, the deputy told a sergeant the brakes locked up before he rear-ended the other car, stopped for a school bus. This deputy no longer works for the Lake County Sheriff's Office. We're told he resigned while facing termination. The Internal Affairs investigation found he wasn't truthful in what he was doing on his phone right before impact. McComber initially stated
I mean, bro, what is the cop supposed to say? You feel me? Like, is he supposed to go to the female who crashed into and be like, I got distracted? You feel me? And I was like, is he supposed to be like, I got distracted because I was watching corn? I was watching corn, so I crashed into you? I'd be mad as hell, bro.
Scrolling through text messages in a group chat with other deputies prior to the crash. But the investigation found he was viewing something that is more visual and inappropriate while on the job. The report's conclusion says McComber admitted to lying.
Welcome back to Disney Channel. You're watching ATW Miami. Drop a like on the video, bro. Come on, man.
Before later revealing he was looking at pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash.
Insane.
Deputies found he violated 3 sheriff's office policies. He departed from the truth, used an electronic device for something that's prohibited, and there was substantial evidence he wasn't wearing a seatbelt behind the wheel.
Whoa, that's crazy, bro.
Insane.
So not only does he not care about other people's safety, he doesn't even care about his own. When people start moving like this in ways to endanger themselves and endanger others and, you know, put their whole life in jeopardy, that's how you know it's an addiction, because they don't have any restraint. They don't have any self-control. See, when you're consuming a vast amount of sexual content, there comes a point when you become desensitized to it. Your dopamine system breaks. It's like if you tried to eat a ghost pepper every day and then after that, going to eat a jalapeno. It's just not gonna hit the same. It's the same with people who are over consuming sexual content. It gets to a point where they become numb and they start chasing the next thrill. And for some of these addicts, that next thrill is doing something inappropriate in public. And even if they know it's gonna put them in jeopardy and it's highly risky, since they have poor impulse control, they're gonna do it anyways. Matter of fact, the riskier it is, the more they're gonna enjoy it because they're looking for a dopamine spike. And dopamine is basically your brain's feel-good chemical. Usually when you accomplish something, reach a goal, your brain will give you some dopamine as a reward. But see, that's only one side of things. When we start talking about these spicy content creators, it starts becoming more about clout, because making sexual content in public brings those likes and views. And the reason it does is because it comes with a certain level of thrill that the audience who's desensitized
No, he lost his job. He lost his job.
Is seeking.
Thank
you know,
God.
This whole idea of,
oh, I got caught having sex at Walmart.
Whatever it may be, as long as it's just morally indecent. And of course, the spicy content creators try to make it seem like it's real. The whole time they got like a whole camera crew. But to the audience, sometimes they do believe it's real. And even if they don't believe it's real, they're still programming their mind to like that type of stuff. So what does that translate to? It translates to them eventually trying it themselves.
Facts. Gooning in a public server. No way, no way.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. And on the fucking plane, chat. And he's going crazy. He's going at it, bro. Like, dude, there's people around you. At least have the decency to go to the plane bathroom. You feel me? At least go to the bathroom, bro. You know it stank on that plane too.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you connect 2 points. But no, seriously though.
All right, chat. W video.